Morning, you guys. I just got into the studio. I did a few errands before I got here. I had to get more disposable gloves and I needed to go to BJ's to get a little bit more olive oil. I'm gonna make bar soaps again today, so I'm very excited about that. And I just did a little sneak peek of the soaps from last week. They came out beautiful and perfect, so we can unmold these and cut them up today as well. I just warmed up my oils, or I'm starting to. A little bit of shipping. I have a few wholesale orders that I have to get out today from Fair, and then I do have kind of a fun day. So we're here this morning, and then I'm headed to Worcester where I have my shelf. I have to restock my shelf, but I'm actually meeting one of my best friends. We are going to go and support another one of our friends who just opened a store right next to the spot where my shelf is. So I think her soft opening was last week. I don't know if she's actually had like a grand opening yet, but it looks super cute on Instagram, of course. It's like her 4th store. She's one of those like serial entrepreneurs, and she's locally well known here in the small business world. So of course we want to go and support her in her new venture. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm doing one big loop. So from the studio to Worcester, and then I'm gonna go all the way around north to Northborough, Massachusetts, because I have a store. I think I've taken you guys there before. Purple Rose Home is restocking their products. They ordered about $800 worth of stuff, which is so good. I love when retailers like start cranking the product. It's amazing when they go from an initial order of like $200 to $400 starting order, and then they start placing reorders on a regular basis. That's kind of why I'm doing a lot more pop-ups with my stores and just trying to continue to build relationships. So that's fun. We're going to deliver that. And also they are going to a market in New York June 1st, I think it is. It's called Fine Day Fair. I did apply, but I think I applied late, so I didn't get in. But it looks super cute. It's sort of one of those farm, outdoor kind of markets, but it looks heavily curated. Since they already were going to bring my product, we negotiated a little arrangement. They're going to take extra product. So I think they asked for 18s of everything, and do it sort of on a commission basis. So I think that's really great because it allows me to very easily test the market through them, and see if it's even viable to keep trying for next year. If it is and it works out really great, that's also great because my brand is sort of put in front of the market organizers. So we will see, but I'm basically taking any and all opportunities this year to expand my brand, get it in front of more people, get more exposure, and it's really, really hard. So I kind of just say yes to almost everything. And then, yeah, so this week is gonna be fun. That's today. And then the next 2 days after that, Thursday and Friday, today's Wednesday, I don't know if I told you that. Then Thursday and Friday, similar situations. We're gonna make a little bit more soap and just get ready in the studio. And then Saturday we're going to Cape Cod. I am a little nervous about it because it's Memorial Day weekend and the traffic's gonna be really bad, but we're just gonna roll with it, and I'm gonna get up really early in the morning and head there. That is actually really fun. That's what this order was that we packed up last week. They placed like a $1,500 order, and I'm going because they're having a big 25th anniversary celebration for the store. And so I'm gonna set up a table and sell their merchandise. Then they're just gonna take whatever we don't sell as backstock. So that's gonna be fun too. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun week. The weather looks better this week than last week. So that's kind of the game of this whole summer market series. We are so dependent upon Mother Nature, but that's okay. I'm gonna take what I can get. So anyway, I'm gonna throw my hair up and then get going on the soap because we have to leave here by like 12:30, and I think it's about 9:30. So I have to make 2 more batches of soap in 3 hours. I think I can do it, especially now that I have that lye already made. so many of you were concerned in my last video because I spilled the soap. I have my apron on. I always have my gloves on. These I got at CVS today because I was running low and they're pink, which is like perfect. But thank you for all your concern. I definitely was careless and don't recommend doing what I did before. I even would have long sleeves on today. Like, I'm not making an excuse for myself and saying it's okay, but I will say, and maybe if you've been soap making for a long time, you get a little careless and it's not okay. It's not good. We need to take our health very seriously. So I am trying to do a little bit better, but for those of you that were making suggestions, thank you. I do have all the proper supplies, and yeah, so we're ready to go. I think I have enough. I had to make a little bit more lye for the second batch, so that's cooling now, but I'm about to pour round number 1, and I'm not sure if I told you what we're making, but we're making the wildflower and vanilla cedar bar soaps today. Okay, you guys, I'm running super late. I texted my friend Steph like an hour ago and said, can we meet at 2 instead? So it's about 1:30. It takes me 30-ish minutes to get there, so we're gonna head out now. But I'm really glad I got those 2 batches of soap made. It feels so good. And then I prepped more lye that's going to cool down so I can come back in again tomorrow because I have 2 more 25-pound molds to make in my pink sea salt and water lily scent. So I got all the boxes for our deliveries in the truck. I have 1 more order to grab, and I think I've got everything, but dishes are clean, ready for tomorrow drying, and we should be good. So yeah, and I'm really, really grateful for the AC because it's 95 degrees out. It is wicked hot today. Restocked my shelf in Worcester. I did visit that little store I showed you guys. It's super duper cute. I ended up buying 2 little things. I bought like a lip balm. Even though I can make my own, I love trying other lip balms, and it's one of those things where you can never have enough. So I bought a lip balm and a little Patchology eye mask. So something a little fun, self-care moment. But I did get my check from my shelf in Worcester, and this is the only consignment space that I do, and I do it because I love the owner and I love the space and I've been there forever. I've had the worst month in sales I've ever had there. Really, really, really bad. And I'm not saying this at all to complain. That's not the point of this. My point in this is to share with you that it's really tough out there. I don't think I am not alone. Even the store associate who handed me my check, before she handed it to me, she like held it close and she's like, now listen, April was a really bad month for everyone. Don't freak out. It wasn't good, but we had a great Mother's Day. So she kind of like braced me for the shock, and I actually think I went like, because I'd never seen that low of a number. And I'm sharing this with you because I just want you to know, like, if you're having slow sales, like, there are legitimate signs across the country. There's so much going on in the world, obviously, but when those signs pop up when you're having slow sales, yes, it sucks and it hurts, and you want to, like, you know, shrink down. But I was just talking with my friend who owns the store, Purple Rose, where I just dropped off a great order, and it's sort of like, keep your chin up. You know, you can't get bogged down at all with bad sales. I'm trying really hard to never let sales be the indicator of my happiness, because that's not why I started my business in the first place. But I definitely see how it can affect that. So I'm sharing this with you because like I've had a really forgive my language, I've had a really shitty sales week the last couple days, and it sucks, but it happens, and it's just the nature of business. And I have surrounded myself with people who make me feel really good, and other friends in the business world where you can sort of laugh about it and say like, literally my check is not necessarily even worth driving to the bank to deposit. It's so small. So yeah, I'm just sharing this with you. You guys know I'm really honest about it and about my business and my journey, and this last couple days have been a little bit rough, but we're not letting it suck us down. We are on our way home. I have dinner pretty much already made. I am very excited that that's already done, and I'm gonna call my mom, which is always a mood boost, and I love her so, so much, and it's gonna be a great night. The sun's out. We're healthy, we're happy, and I just dropped off an amazing order to an amazing person. So those are the kinds of things that I try to focus on. But taking you along for the week, you're gonna see, I just figured I would share with you, yeah, some of the lows, but we're not gonna let it get us down. Just got myself ready because I have a really fun interview video that's coming up at 11. It's like 10 o'clock right now. I spent the morning doing some cleaning. One of the things that I'm trying to get better at is clean throughout the week because I'm doing markets on the weekends now. So trying to do little bits of house chores throughout the week has been great. So I vacuumed, did dishes, all the things, took Lucy for our walk, but it is going to be a thunderstorm day today. There's possibly thunder, which I love. I absolutely love a thunderstorm. It's just so like cathartic, and it just washes everything away. So that's this afternoon. But I have my interview at 11, and then I really should go and make more soap, but I have this feeling that that's just not going to happen because of the rest of my to-do list today. I would like to film also the YouTube, wholesale Q&A video. So I asked you guys for a lot of questions on what you may have had still. So I'm tying up any loose ends. I want to get that video filmed so that I can start to edit it and upload it and get that going. So I have a lot of YouTube stuff to do today, and I know that if I don't do it today, it's just, I'm gonna fall behind because I have to do a bunch of stuff tomorrow in the studio, and I have to do my market on Saturday. So yeah, if I don't do it today, it's just not gonna happen. I definitely am in a much better mood today. I talked to my mom about some stuff, and I have some fun ideas in my brain. I don't know if you ever like have an idea that you just keep pushing to the side. And I talk myself out of a lot. I have a lot of self-doubt in many situations. I also know that I tend to jump on a new idea or a new trend, not even trend, but just something new. The shiny new phase I'm very much attracted to, and sometimes that can be very distracting for me. So I have this like concept in my head for Solette to build content and build more of a brand around, but it's going to require a ton of time and effort. And not that I'm opposed to that, it's just I'm worried about taking this huge chunk of time and energy and expense into this new type of project, which ultimately is supposed to build Solette anyway, so it's not something totally new. But I'm just worried about starting something like that, and then I'm like, what if it doesn't work? What if I'm not good at it? What, you know, all the what ifs. So I have been thinking about this idea for about 6 weeks now, and it just keeps popping up in my brain. I keep looking for clues throughout my day of just signs that I should or shouldn't do it. But I talked to my mom this morning for almost an hour, and we talked through it again. I'm so lucky to have her as my support system. That woman deserves a medal because she listens to everything I have to say all the time. I mean, she's my mom, but I know not everybody has that relationship, and I'm just grateful that she is patient and lets me talk through all of my stuff. So anyway, I'm in a much better mood today, so I'm gonna get ready for the interview.
colors. Summer
So I just had my interview. It was so good. It was actually more of just like a chit chat. It was really fun. So it was with Jenna from Rovega Cosmetics. So I actually think she's gonna post the video in a couple days, which she told me. So I will leave the link to the video down below so you guys can watch that. It was like an hour and 15 minutes. We were just talking about a bunch of different things. We covered things like my manufacturing, rebranding, a little bit of my story, but yeah, there's gonna be some different things that I don't think I've necessarily shared with you guys here. Not because I didn't want to, just because, I don't know, it's different when someone asks you questions. So anyway, it's pouring rain. It's actually thundering. So Lucy's held up in the bathroom, poor little thing, but my husband's home and I am gonna go to the studio and do a little bit of work. I'm gonna film my YouTube video there because the shelves are just so pretty and it's a wholesale video, so I think it kind of just makes sense. And then I have a few wholesale orders to ship too. And this morning I actually sent out an email that the lavender, oh my god, that's a slip. I sent out an email this morning that the vanilla and coconut sandalwood body butter is pretty much sold out. I think I had 4 units left this morning. So I sent an email out and now I only have 1 unit left. So hopefully someone grabs that, but that was great to kind of generate some sales and buzz. So I have those orders that I can ship to. So we're gonna head to the studio, but first I am making some afternoon coffee. I think, yeah, it's 1:12, so a little bit of coffee for my commute and yeah, a little bit of energy, I guess, for continuing to film. I've talked a lot already today and I'm about to talk even more.
folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me.
Okay, did the few orders that I had to do, and now I'm going to actually film that YouTube video. I feel like I can't even talk. I'm going to film the YouTube video right now because this is like a great backdrop. So I have to turn off the AC and the dehumidifier, which it's quite humid in here. It was like 71% humidity because it's pouring rain outside. So yeah, we're gonna do that next, and then we'll see. I should have made soap today, but it's already like 2 o'clock. And by the time I finish filming, I'm probably gonna be exhausted, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave that for tomorrow. Okay, I just finished filming and I've been talking all day and my battery's about to die. So I'm gonna wrap all this up and I have to get to the post office. It is 3:30, so I have an hour before the post office closes. So I wanna get there and just get all my stuff on its way to all of its recipients. So I went to the hardware store because I wanted to get some more fixtures so I can finish the gallery wall. I'm hoping my husband can help me with that tonight because I have the paintings all over the floor. Paintings, pictures, whatever. But I went to go pay for this and I can't find my credit card. So I know I used it yesterday when I was in Crompton and I was buying that stuff in the store. And I have like a little side satchel purse and it stopped buttoning and I feel like maybe it potentially slipped out. So I'm gonna go check my husband's truck before I like put in I just went and checked. There's been no activity on it, thank God. But I'm gonna go check his truck to make sure it's not in there, and then we'll see if I have to cancel it and get a new one. I found it, okay. Whew. You guys know that feeling when like you're missing something, like obviously a card, license, anything important, just the thought of like the stress of going through. Thank goodness I found that. Okay, I was panicking all the way home. Moving on, I think it's about 4:30 and it just stopped storming and the sun came out. Typical New England, it's like, you know, we get all kinds of weather in the same day. But My husband went back out to landscape. He's a landscaper on this side as well. So he's cutting some grass. That'll be home late. I think I'm gonna change into some comfy clothes. Lucy's already had her walk for the afternoon, and I think I'm just gonna try and bang out this YouTube video on wholesale. It's the Q&A one. So I think I filmed for like 15 minutes, and I think I had some pretty thorough thoughts, so I don't think I have to edit a ton. The more I do YouTube, the more I have like organized thoughts, and I don't have to ramble as much. I'm sure some of you think I'm still rambling, but I just have a lot to say. Anyway, I'm gonna edit that. And I did get my favorite drink at Whole Foods. If you are a kombucha fan, this is my favorite, and I can't tell if it's because of the name. I was covering it up. It's called Rowdy Mermaid. I love every scent. I'm just I will always be a fragrance girl. Flavor, I love every flavor. This one is the strawberry tonic, but they have a lavender one that's really good, and I love kombucha anyway, but this one is by far my favorite, and I think it's kind of fun because it's in the little like White Claw cans, so it's refreshing. I'm gonna finish this while I work. Morning, you guys. I am about to head out to get my candle vessels today. I'm driving to my manufacturer for the vessels. It's about 45 minutes away, and I just figured it would be easier to pick them up instead of having them shipped. There's just something about 100 glasses shipping to me that just gives me a little bit of like agita. So I figured I would go and pick them up. It's a beautiful day. It's Friday, and I have my husband's truck because, again, my car is not doing so great. The last thing I want to do is get stranded on the highway. So we have his big old truck, but that's okay. We are gonna go pick up our candles, vessels, and then go back to the studio, and I am just gonna spend a little bit of time there. But yeah, we were able to finish the gallery wall last night. Well, almost finished. I think there's like 1 or 2 pockets that I want to fill in with, but I think I need to find something that fits the right size. I have 3 or 4 pieces of artwork that are just a little too big and don't look so great. So it still came out really good. I think it's gonna be awesome, and we finally have art on the wall. We've lived here for 12 years and we haven't had anything in the living room wall before. So I think it's a huge improvement. Anyway, yeah, so I hope you guys like seeing a little bit of my house projects. I definitely have a few more coming up, but for now it is going to be a Solette day, so we have to get going. It's about 9:23, and I told him I would be there at 10, so I'm running a little bit late. Okay, I just picked everything up, and I haven't opened it yet, so I'm gonna open the small box right here. They were very nice. I've loved working with them, but it's been a year in the making. Sorry, the lighting is so bad. Let's see. Okay, let's see. They're not the right color. They're not the right color at all. Okay. That's better. I don't know if you guys can see, but this one's good. I'm a little annoyed. Part of the problem is I'm like an absolute perfectionist, so that is part one, but now I feel like I need to go through the other ones, so let's do that. All right, I just got home and I spent the 40 minutes, other than when I was getting gas, 40 minutes figuring out what I was going to say. So basically, let me show you what the glasses should have been. They should have been this dark blue. Let me see if I can get better light. On the right is what I should have had, and the one on the left is what I just picked up. As you can see, this is 1000% different. I am very frustrated because I have worked for a year with this person. I've approved, this is the one on the right is the sample I have approved 3 times now. So I'm just a little confused as to why I'm getting this. This one's a little different because I have the filled candle on the right, but it is a little bit better. So this matches, which is fine, but I'm still incredibly frustrated with these. And then for reference, these are the toppers. These are the dust covers. So like this one's great, fine, matches, but obviously like this one is just so not right. Hello? Yeah, I mean, I checked in the parking lot, but I didn't want to like barge in. I know you guys are busy and it's like a weekend and stuff, so I wanted to be like respectful. It's okay. I mean, I know what happens. I just feel like we've been working on this for a year, so I was like in shock when I opened the box. I was like, what is this? Well, I don't want your weekend to be ruined over it. It's at the end of the day, it's just candles. It's gonna be okay. But as long as the most important thing is that they're right. So I don't want you to feel like you have to rush through it. I just want to get it what we approved. Okay, I didn't want to put them on speaker because I didn't want that to be, you know, privacy and things like that. But I wanted you to at least see all of that come full circle. So basically, he called and was very apologetic, and I get it. He's a small business, he has employees, and it sounds like he had sort of delegated to them and didn't check it, and he just sort of trusted that it was gonna be good, and it wasn't. So anyway, whatever that is, hopefully we are resolving this. But yeah, that's probably the most in-depth glimpse you guys have ever seen into building my brand and my packaging, and I guess it was probably good that it happened. Everyone handles conflicts and things differently. One thing I learned when I was a corporate buyer is when you are dealing with stuff like this, it never benefits you to be a raging mean person. It's just not good for business, and I always felt like you get more with honey, but bees still sting, so it depends. It totally was dependent upon his reaction and his words and what he chose to do. And so he made it right, he's gonna make it right, and we'll move forward. So that's all I can ask for. But we do have a new development in the day. So the store that I dropped my stuff off to, Purple Rose, just called me, and they would like to bring more product to the fair. They're going and ticketing everything right now, and so they kind of called me in a panic and asked if I could add 18 units of the 4 fragrances of whipped soaps that they had also carried, whatever. So yeah, I was gonna go to the studio and make soap, but the fair they're doing is next weekend, and they're packing everything, so I want to make sure with the long weekend I get to them. So I basically rearranged my schedule. We're gonna go to the studio. I'm gonna bring Lucy with me because I'm just gonna be there for a little bit, and I desperately just want to be with her. I don't know, I have this feeling like I miss her so much. She's right here. Look how sweet. Sweet baby. So I'm gonna bring her with me, and then we'll go and drop that stuff off, and by then I think I'm going to be quite tired. But yeah, what an exciting day. What a fabulous, exciting Friday filled with twists and turns, but that's what happens when you run a small business, I guess. All right, I just loaded up the truck with the boxes that I showed you guys that were sitting right here. So now I'm just gonna pour 2 more test candles just to be sure. I'm like a perfectionist, if you haven't gotten that from this video, but I'm gonna pour a few more candles just to test them, and some of the jars are fine, like the one color's fine. So I'm gonna start that process, and then I have a few orders to ship, as well as shipping that other candle back to the decorator. So we're gonna hang out here for a little bit, but the AC is cranking and it's nice and cool in here. and dropped off their order and then chatted with them for 30 minutes probably. Then dropped Lucy off at my mother-in-law's and now I'm back home. I'm so tired. I never drive that much and I feel like all I've done is drive today and it just drains me every time I'm in the car. So I stopped at Whole Foods. I got a little sushi for dinner. I'm gonna enjoy that and then just sort of look at my market list. Luckily I don't have to pack a lot tomorrow. They have a table. They don't want me to bring it. They don't need me to bring a tent because the weather's gonna be great. And I just have to bring my folding shelf. The boxes are already in the car, so it should be super easy, but I do think we need to get up early to leave. If you know anything about Cape Cod, it is always so much traffic. There are only 2 bridges to get onto the Cape, and most of the time it's bumper to bumper traffic to get on there. And then of course it's Memorial Day weekend, which adds a whole other element. Then once you get onto Cape Cod, there's just traffic all the time, everywhere. So my load-in time-ish is like 9 a.m. and I feel like I would rather leave here at like 5:30 to just get there at 7:30, 8 o'clock. That gives me plenty of time beforehand and I can just grab a coffee or somewhere and just like hang out. I much rather prefer to be there and not be stressed out than to be like rushing around. So that's the plan. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good market day morning, you guys. I literally just got up. It's 5:45. I haven't even had my first sip of coffee yet. Okay, I am like caffeinating and then I have to pack the car. Luckily I don't have to pack too much and head out. It's 5:43. I also forgot that I didn't go to the post office last night because I got home at 4:50 and the post office closes at 4:30. So we're gonna stop at the post office. We have one in town that is open like 24/7 and has one of those package drop bins. So I only have 3, which is fine. They're small, so I can do that. But yeah, I'm excited. I also need to bring some sunscreen. I don't think I'm gonna have my tent out. They're basically gonna have like they have a courtyard, so it's not like a tented event necessarily, but I think I'm gonna be in the sun all day, which I haven't been in the sun. Obviously I'm very pale and I try to stay out of the sun because I'm so pale and I get burnt, so we'll see how it is. I have my jacket on. I've got my like sundress. Feeling very summery and excited to just be near the ocean. Actually, I don't even think I'll see the ocean really. We'll see. But yeah, I think we need to get going. But I hope you guys are excited for another market day. But I think it's gonna be a day filled with a lot of coffee. So I'm gonna have this 1 cup and then I need to get my to-go cup. Well, I got a sunburn. I'm obviously a very pale person, regardless of how much sunscreen I put on. I sat in the sun all day. Oh, you guys, look. We have a little rabbit family in the backyard. But I just got home. It's about 7 o'clock. I just picked Lucy up. I haven't had a thing to eat other than a protein bar. So I'm gonna make myself a salad because that's kind of all we have, and I'm going to take a shower. Hopefully, I'm gonna put some aloe on this. It looks way worse than camera. It looks like I have a serious burn. It's not that bad. It just looks really, really bad. But remember to wear your sunscreen because any sun damage is not good for us. But I'm home with little Miss Lucy now, and I'm just gonna relax and chill. I think I'm gonna take the next 2 days off and just take some time to myself and just regroup and rethink. But today's market was really good, and I loved meeting the owners. I've known them for years and I never met them before, so that was really fun. The product was on a bunch of people bought product, and it was just really, really good. But it was about 2 hours to drive home, and I'm pretty exhausted. It's been about a 12.5-hour day, so I am ready for a shower and for bed. But I hope you guys had fun with another week in my life, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.